Welcome to the France 24 Observers. This show is based on our network of observers. They're ordinary people who tell us what's going on where they are and send in photos and videos to document it. We check everything here in Paris and bring the best to you. Our first observer today is a Frenchman who's been living in Haiti for years. He's working with the UN now, helping to slow the spread of cholera in the slums of the capital. He's in Port-au-Prince, and his name is Vincent Gramont.
Here, in Port-au-Prince, some neighborhoods have barely been affected, but in others it's terrible. People lose as much as 10 kilos in just 4 hours. The disease takes effect very fast. That means we have to be close to the people. We have to communicate effectively, so people know what to do. There's a lot of misunderstanding about the disease. Haitians say all kinds of things about us foreigners. It makes our job more complicated. People refuse to have treatment centers near their homes. They think the centers will bring cholera into their neighborhood. There's another problem too. A lot of people have heard that it's UN troops who brought cholera into the country. For a lot of Haitians, the UN means white people, and by extension, foreign aid workers. There's a level of fear that's tied in with all that. Throughout their history, Haitians have had a huge mistrust of things that come from abroad, especially from the whites. It's tied to Haiti's history of slavery. The cholera outbreak brings up all kinds of memories. It's all mixed in together. But I think the two critical factors are the lack of understanding of the disease and the speed with which it kills.
Now to the Pacific Ocean, Easter Island. The island is Chilean territory, but its inhabitants, the Napa Nui, believe it's only been lent to Chile by their ancestors. Now some of them want their land back. They've been occupying a dozen government buildings and a hotel since the summer. Our observer spoke to us from the hotel. We head to Easter Island with Marisol Hito.
We're occupying this hotel because it's on land that used to belong to my grandmother. My grandmother rented out the land for 20 years, but the Chilean authorities sold it to a person who's not Napa Nui. That's against the law. Last week, the authorities issued orders to evacuate one of the buildings we've been occupying at the Civic Center. The police went in. There were around 40 of them. They beat members of the family on the head, the legs, everywhere. Some of them were badly hurt. One of the young people who was with the family was shot in the eye. The police say they fired rubber bullets, but we don't believe them. Then things got even worse. As for us here at the hotel, we're not going anywhere. The authorities have to find a political solution. The Chilean government has to acknowledge it was wrong when it sold my family's land.
We finished today in eastern Siberia, where it's cold, it's very cold, and it'll get even colder before the winter's out. But life goes on, and the people who live there know how to deal with it. We head to Yakutsk, the regional capital, with our observer Bolot Boshkarov.
Right now it's nighttime. It's minus 42 here in Yakutsk. I'm wrapped up well. Fur hat, down jacket and fur trousers. I've got 2 pairs of trousers on. Today, like every day, I take my 2 sons to the square. We go by taxi because I don't want them to get sick. It's so cold, you can only stay outside for 30 minutes. In mid-December, it gets down to minus 50 or even colder. People run in the street. You can't stay still. My secret is to keep drinking hot tea. Kids love it when it gets below minus 50 because the schools close. But they're crazy. They still want to go outside to play hockey or eat ice cream. The only problem is magnetic keys. But this time, it works.
That's it for this week. As always, you can find more reports from our observers on our website and find out how you can sign up to join us. See you next time.
Napa.